My name is Nevzat Aydin. I studied computer engineering in university, and then I went to Silicon Valley. I stayed there for a couple of years, and then came back to my own country, Turkey, Istanbul, with an idea in my mind. The idea was to have the restaurants with their own food delivery service listed in a website as a marketplace, and the users would log into that website and order food from those restaurants. Like you have iFood here, I guess. It's pretty popular. That was in year 2000, and it was in Istanbul, Turkey. I convinced 3 of my partners, and we as like 4 partners started doing this business in 2000 in Istanbul. And after 15 years, in 2015, when the operation was in 12 countries, we sold the company to a German company for a good amount, which is a record high in Turkish internet history. And we distributed $27 million to our employees.
That's just a pause here. That's why this is a very high point in your history, because he gave away how many? How much?
$27 million.
$27 million, and he became famous because of that. But I'm going to ask him, the money is not, you're not the best leader because you gave away the money. Tell me a little bit your history up to the 6th year, you didn't have money, the culture, what you did with the people.
No, money was the output of the YEMEKSEPETI was the name of our company. Money was the output of our culture. I mean, we always embraced people. We always managed the company with our employees all together. And we always use the term we when mentioning our employees. So the first 5-6 years was very difficult because we got our first investment in 2008, after 8 years. And Turkey and internet industry in the beginning, in the year 2000, was almost uninvestable. And we didn't have any VCs or we didn't have any angel investors backing us up.
You had no money, but you had the people.
Yeah, we had the people. We invested in people. In fact, out of the first 20 employees I employed, 10 of them are still working in the company after 17 years.
Let's pause that. He had 50% of his staff is still in the company after he's giving away money to them. That's very impressive. It's very unique, isn't it?
They're happy. I mean, they're happy to work in the company. It's like their second home. It's where they feel themselves comfortable. Of course, their performance and their output is really high if you feel such things about your company, your employer. And things are going very well for them.
And how did you do it? Tell me
your
way of doing it.
It lies in the culture. I mean, it's if you ask me what do you do during your time as a CEO, I would say most of my time is recruitment, human resources. I mean, I try to find the best people, the most suitable people for our culture.
And how do you do that? Just tell me something you do
each interview
to find the best people.
I mean, after the regular interviews of HR and the related departments, I always spend like 15 to 30 minutes with each employee candidate, and I try to understand if he or she is fit for the job, if they can understand our culture and they can fit in easily.
And what's the first ingredient you look in this person? What's to be fit in the company?
It's passion. It's passion. Yeah, I hate unpassionate people. I mean, I love passionate people. I mean, I have always been passionate in my life. Whatever I do, I try to do it with passion. I mean, and the questions I ask to the candidate is that, what do you do with passion in your life? I mean, it might be something stupid. I mean, it might be collecting napkins from restaurants, or it might be, I don't know, comic books. But I mean, as long as you are doing something with passion in your life, then I have the chance, I have the ability to divert this passion to performance in the company and be very successful at it.
Yeah, but how do you do to connect passion, that's something that's human, emotion, to connect to the professional, to the result? How do you do that?
It starts when they come in the morning. It starts in the environment they live. It starts with the office, with his or her teammates, team members. It starts with people. I mean, when you come, think about one of your first days in your job. You come to office, the first thing you're gonna see is your people around you. Of course, you have been interviewed with nice people, and that's the reason you chose this company. But your teammates are the ones you're gonna spend more time with. And the more time you spend with them, if the more fun it is, the more joy, the more taking you become, then you feel much better about the company. You feel much better about the business. And then you became loyal to the company.
How do you cultivate that? Give me some examples to us. How do you do
almost every sports thing we have a team for. Like
every sportsman?
Almost, I would say.
Give me some example.
The football thing, there is one. The rowing team. I mean, the pinball machine team, the basketball team. I mean, we try to make our employees as much social as possible. And I mean, when I log into Instagram or Facebook, in which I'm almost friends with all of them, and I see a new employee becoming friends like with 150 of them, I become very happy. Because that means he's happy with his team, he's happy with the people surrounding him in the company. And I think the office space is very important, by the way. Our new headquarters is very unique. I will not be very humble about it. And what I told my architects in the beginning was that I want each and every employee to spend at least half an hour more daily at the office. But this might not be anything related to business. This is not about filling Excel forms or, I don't know, creating Word documents. It might be about playing snooker. It might be about playing football or something else. I want them in the office so that they spend more time with the other employees and they become sincere with them. I think that's the first thing.
They become close friends. They are in connection with one another. The thing you told me there is that when you gave away that money, you had some strategy to do that. Because how do you give away like 27 million?
I mean, it's not easy. I mean, to be fair, first of all, it's not easy at all. So I came up with a calculation. There are three important things in giving away that money. One, how many years the employee has been working with us. Second, how much did he contribute during the due diligence process and the selling of the company. And third, how many more years do you think he will be staying in the company after he gets this amount?
Yeah, so that's very smart. You saw the past,
the present,
the deal, and the future. That's very smart.
I personally communicated the news with first 50 of them. And I would say that was the second best day after my son's birth. That was the second best day of my life.
Yeah, because I can imagine. Can you tell me some good cases that
everyone was expecting something because we had done the same thing in 2008 and in 2012 during our first two investments. Everyone was expecting something, but this time the amount was huge. So I was having conversations like this. Okay, Ahmet, you know that we're going to give away some part of the money to you, and how much do you think you'll get? He says, no, I don't want to tell about it. And I insist. I say, okay, I mean, just a guess, rough guess. He says like $10,000. And I tell him that, okay, it's a little bit more than this. It is $200,000. And he gets like shocked. You know, people were hugging me, sometimes crying, writing me letters. I mean, it was a very important for their life. I mean, I would say maybe more than 30% of them bought new homes. Maybe more, they got their cars renewed. They are my friends on Instagram. I see them visiting foreign countries and checking in all the time. And I'm very happy when I see one of my employees doing something that he could not do before. So I think that's part of my job satisfaction, I guess.
Yeah, but the thing, congratulations, that's very honorable of you. But the thing that you said that in the culture, when you get, you share. It belongs to your culture, your human culture, your human values, that when you get something, you share. You've done that with the money. Tell me something that's not something that you gave away money. It's in your culture. It's the way you do.
Exactly. I mean, it's in every department and in every business process of the company. First of all, everyone is treated very fair. And second, we always share what we have. It might be money, it might be information, it might be having a meeting with me one-on-one. We have this transparent and communicative strategy in our culture from the first day. So as I told you, I mean, of course I'm not the best boss in the world, but I mean,
but you are a very human.
I'm popular because of this $27 million. But this $27 million was the output of our very carefully run culture. That was the reason, yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing that people, they just look at the money, the professional side, but they don't see what you have done to get people to do that. Because I guess that the people, they were very happy with the money, but that was not the main reason, was it? How did they tell you? Tell me a little bit about
Of course they were happy with the money, but the more they mentioned is that we are very happy because you also, you made us feel like we deserved this. You made us be a part of it. I mean, so we feel ourselves much more better because we feel we are a part of this huge success and huge company. So that's what they were grateful for.
And the other thing you said is that when you hire people, people are proud because of the brand, because the brand awareness. Could you say a little bit about that?
Let's say you're working for me. I would be very happy to do that.
I would love to do that.
And when you go out,
when I can apply.
Of course.
Do I have passion?
You do for sure. but when you go out with your friends and someone asks you which company you work for, I want my employee to be proud when they say the name YEMEKSEPETI. So that's what we achieved in Turkey. That's again a very important part of the culture, and the end result was the amount they received in their bank accounts.
That's fantastic. But we are here entrepreneurs like yourself. We have challenges. We are growing, that the meeting scale up. What's the key point to scale a company that you give us an advice?
Yeah, first of all, I mean, managing a company that consists of 3 people and managing a company of 500 employees are totally different things. So you should be scaling up yourselves to be scaling up the company to make the company grow. I mean, the things I was doing 17 years ago with like only 10 employees and the things I do right now, it's entirely different. So in the way, you should outgrow yourself.
Outgrow yourself.
You should outgrow yourself to be working with your employees, to be listening to them more, to delegate more, and to learn from them to make you a better and a more successful person. I think that's the key point.
Yeah. I've heard that you have like 40 meetings a day.
Yeah, 30 to 40
Why do you do that? To have 40 encontros?
We are not a huge believer of the meeting culture. I mean, we do not get together for like 2 hours, 8 people in a room and try to get result out of it. But we have, especially I do have meetings like that takes for 3-4 minutes. The problem, let's do this. What do you think about this? Okay, then let's do this. So, and I have an open door policy, so anyone can come at any time and visit me. and we have our meeting that takes like 5 minutes, and that happens during the day all the time. So.
And have you had any problem that people had some personal problems and then they came to you?
Yeah, all the time.
All the time?
All the time.
They are open, you can help them?
Yeah, of course there is the HR department for the regular stuff, or for more, typical things. But I mean, if they have something personal that they want to tell me, I'm always open to them. Always, yeah.
Then you also told me that the people, you have some policy for salaries, and then because they got a lot of money.
I mean, sometimes our employees are very good when you look at the industry, and they get offers all the time. I mean, if he gets offered like two times or 3 times of the salary, and he comes to me and tells me that, Nevzat, I have to leave because it's a lot of money. The one thing I would never do is that I would never increase his salary because of this, because I have to be very fair, and I have to protect my reputation in the company as being fair to all employees.
Fairness is one value.
Very, very important. I mean, whatever I decide, the employees, they can tell me many things, but they will never tell me that I'm an unfair person. And I think that's also very important for them to become loyal to the company.
Good. What's the next? You've made a lot of money. You have a very, you're famous because the best leader in the world. But you are. And what's next? Tell me, what's your next big dream? What's the next step you're going to take?
I mean, I'm still the CEO of the company, first of all. I'm still spending 95% of the time at the company. And we went to an IPO in Germany, and it became quite successful 2 months ago.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you.
Woo.
Thank you very much. And now the next thing is, I mean, as long as I stay as a CEO, I can only be an investor in other companies, which I'm trying to, I mean, I have more than 13 investments right now in Turkey and in other countries. I'm trying to spend some time to that. And I think, especially for the last 4 or 5 years, I haven't been spending that much time with the family. And I have a 4.5-year-old kid, so I will be spending more time with him for the next year or so.
Good. Has life changed a lot since you got the money? What's your life when you didn't have money and now that you have money? What's
not really. I was flying economy. Now I'm flying business. I mean, I used to drink Black Label. Now it's Blue Label. So these are the two main things I changed. Besides, I mean, I have a car. I mean, I didn't even get a new house. Not think really that much. I mean,
that's a very example because you didn't have money, and now you have money, but you're the same person.
Yeah, I am.
Passion man,
definitely,
a new man, a bright man.